Right, we are back here with a small update here on South Future Farm. This is Ivan, and he's a woofer, and he's a volunteer here and helping me on my one-day organic farm. We're transforming this piece of land into organic permaculture homestead, and so today we have been basically we've been training on turning firewood, turning these logs that are left over from some fallen trees from a storm into firewood. And I've been teaching Ivan a little bit how to use this machine. This is basically what would you call this machine anyway?
A wood cutting machine.
Yeah. Log splitter, I don't know.
Splitter, yeah,
It's got like tons of pressure, and he's now gonna show people how to use this machine. Basically, I can just go over the knobs and buttons and what's not. So what are these buttons?
Right, so
This one.
got a button here which is for power.
This button, yeah.
To get the engine going, and this, by pressing this down, you cause this to move forward, putting pressure on the logs and eventually putting the pressure into this end log, and it gets cut against this end piece.
So basically this lever is kind of security thing, so if you let it go it'll stop.
Okay.
I taught you a little bit about this middle piece. I remember when I started using this, I had no idea about this middle piece, and it takes forever for this thing to go up to this other piece. And so tell them a little bit about the middle piece and why we're using the middle piece. Mm-hmm. And what's its function. And
It just speeds up the process, doesn't it? Because if you take away the middle piece, I'll just start it up now. You've got to wait for this piece to reach all that way in order for the pressure to be put on this, for it to be cut in two. Whereas if you put the middle piece in, it only has to reach there, and then, hey presto, you know.
what other functions do you reckon that piece has? Like, I'm talking about how you can turn it around and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's important, as you said, that you've got a good connection between the middle piece and the piece of wood that you're trying to cut. If you've got, say it was like that, you know, there's a potential for the piece of wood to kind of fall on either side or fall upwards. So the more contact area you've got, the more stable it's going to be, and the easier it's going to be to cut it.
Have you run into any problems, like it's splitting up like...
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. For the big ones it happens quite a bit, or the ones with branches sticking out of the big logs, it'll kind of go, it'll start to get cut. Sometimes it gets stuck in the wedge, sometimes the wood can't get cut in a certain direction, the fibres won't allow it, or sometimes it kind of, like, as you say, it kind of just lifts up and comes up over.
Have you ever come across that it's lifting up in the middle there?
In the middle?
Yeah, and how do you solve that problem?
Not really, but you've showed me this technique by pressing your shoulder on it just to keep it down.
Yeah.
So,
But you can, here you have that problem.
There you go.
Exactly. So, but you can solve that problem by turning that middle piece around until you find a way it fits better. And you can also turn the log you're trying to split around to try to find a better match. That's one of the important parts. And it's not just that. Now it's a little bit weight in that middle piece that I call it. So it actually holds it up, and it makes you able to choose exactly where you're going to split it. So let's say you want to split it here. You put this one in place, you put this one, you lock it. But this, try now, because now it's probably a perfect fit in the middle there, and hopefully won't split up.
I generally,
in the middle.
As you said earlier on, use my shoulder to keep the pressure down, stop it kind of lifting up in the middle.
Yeah, I was so sore in the shoulder when I did this for the first time after the winter, and after I had this back problem. and I haven't been able to do much. Yeah, that's a very, very beautiful piece.
Yeah, it's funny that it sticks out.
So, and a little bit about this this thing here. How would you now do this? So this is basically a frame thing. What is the English term, correct term for this thing?
Frame.
Frame, yeah. It's like a awesome device. I paid Norwegian money 800 kroners, translates into maybe probably $100 around there, and it's a very good investment. I made so much wood with that, and it has kept me warm for a very long time. Tell us a little bit about why we're using these banana boxes instead of this today.
We've got a lot of them.
Yeah, we have a lot of them, and they're free. These actually cost about $1. No,
right, okay.
half a dollar at least
As you
each.
say, you get these free from the supermarket, don't
Yep.
you? Yeah.
And it's a very good way to actually not have to pay for the plastic bags, which is just a lot of toxic.
Yeah, okay, so when you're doing your shopping, you can
Yep.
use those instead of the plastic bags.
Yeah,
As well. Yeah.
and you get them home, and
Yeah.
I want to say something about them. They're very good for fire starter as well. You just need, you know, a little bit of that extra mail you don't really want. That spam mail they're putting in your box. You need a little bit of this stuff and some good small logs, some small pieces, and all of a sudden you have your fire going. And a little bit about what Geoff Lawton talked about with the stick, and how it's beneficial not to have two big pieces.
Yeah, he was saying that stick fires burn at a higher temperature, wasn't he? And that it's easier for sticks to set fire as well, because they've got a smaller surface area, so there's more of it in contact with the fire.
Yeah.
So, so we've been trying to chop them into quite small pieces.
A little bit about the wheelbarrow here, the motorized wheelbarrow. You see, this is a power drive. You can get these in different kinds. It's got a Japanese or Chinese, I think, Chinese engine. It's a Honda engine. Very, very, very durable. Little bit of maintenance, but on the other hand, it's very, very little compared to actually all the job it does for you. Though. A little bit about how we're stacking this. If somebody is gonna buy a wheelbarrow like this, like how are we stacking them? Like, you can maybe show them now on camera how we can stack 5 of these boxes on this and move it to a place without having to carrying them manually.
I don't know about 5, 3, just
Is it-
like that.
But it's perfect the way you did it. You did it exactly how I said.
And it,
Just try 2 more, man. Try 2 more. Try 2 more, and yeah, it'll be very nice. I hope for the viewers to see how you can fit 5 of these banana boxes into a wheelbarrow like this and just move it into place. Because it's something I've been doing for a long time. Carrying this stuff around is a very big job, and having something that doesn't use that much energy do the job for you is actually, for me, it's been I've said it so many times, it's the best investment I've ever done, this wheelbarrow. But I live in a very hilly homestead here, and we're mending some on the road. It's very hard to move stuff around here without something like that. So, as you can see, there's the pathway down here. It's a very long way down to where the car's parked down there. I don't know if you can see the car at all from here, but it's down there. Try to zoom in on it. That's the car all the way down there. You have to get everything from there up here with the motorized wheelbarrow.
cool. Nice. Good video.
Thank you.
Good video. Yeah.
Also,
Right, I'll bring this up then.
I think I'll do it.
You want to do it?
You can drive it a piece. You can drive it like halfway. Still filming? The red light. Is that filming?
Oh, which
I don't know why. It's still filming. But
which one did you play?
That's funny. Oh, you have this. Well, here, that one.